Hello, it is Ken. Welcome back to my channel. Today let's talk about how alcohol and drugs, which are mind-altering substances, alter your perception of the world and make you live in a make-believe world. When you are under the influence of a drug or alcohol, your perception changes. You get into a world created by your mind because of whatever you have consumed, smoked or injected. You tend to forget what is actually in the real world. You are actually in the world, but you don't acknowledge or accept the happenings around you. You are using this substance to run away from the realities of the world. When you are drunk, when you have smoked something or have injected a substance into you, you are in an Alice in Wonderworld-like world where things play out like you wish them to. Your perception of reality is distorted. The problem with these mind-altering substances is that their effects will eventually wear off. And after that, you'll realize you are still in the real world. Everything you are trying to run away still is there. It is actually waiting for you patiently to come and deal with it. Now, addicts have a problem with dealing with their issues, and that is why they seek ways of escape through the use of these mind-altering substances. But when the mind-altering substance wears off, your brain realizes that these problems, these issues, your financial problems, your relationship issues are still there. They still have to be dealt with, and they're probably becoming bigger and bigger, because every time you're using a drug or alcohol to escape, you're spending money, you are having confrontations with people, so these issues continue growing. And when the effect of the drugs or alcohol wear off, you get frustrated, you get irritated, you get angry and resentful, but you don't know how to deal with these emotions. You don't know how to handle them. So you end up doing things the way you think best, using again, escaping from reality again, running away from yourself and from the world in the hope that your problems will dissolve in alcohol, in the hope that your issues, your financial difficulties will dissipate in smoke, in the hope that your relationship problems will percolate into your blood veins when you inject a substance. But unfortunately, this doesn't happen. The problems will always be there, waiting patiently for you to come and deal with them. That is the only way you are going to solve your issues. You just have to deal with them. No amount of drinking, no amount of smoking, no amount of injecting is going to change the situation. You are going to hide and hide, but you'll never run away from your real self. That other world that these mind-altering substances create is a world that is not there. It doesn't exist. It only exists in your brain. But the real world is there. You might be thinking you are escaping, but you are not. You are just lying to yourself. I tend to think that you are like an ostrich that is burying its head in the sand and then thinking that nobody is seeing it, when its whole big body is out there to be seen. That is what addictive substances do to our minds. The only way out is for you to realize that you have to learn to deal with your problems. You have to learn to be strong enough, courageous enough to take up your responsibilities. Most of these problems we have as addicts are problems created by our own selves. Now, you are running away from problems you created on your own. In the process of running away from them, these problems don't go away. They are still there. They were once an anthill. Now they are becoming mountains. It's only logical that you deal with them when they are still small. That way, you'll have room to figure out what to do next and next. But instead, we are afraid of facing our lives. We run to drinks, we run to bang, we run to drugs, and this makes us get into a cyclical circle, vicious enough to destroy ourselves, to destroy our loved ones, to destroy everything we've ever had. The trick is to learn to accept your mistakes, to make amends for them, to try and find ways that you can rectify your problems and your situations. Running away from them will never help. It will only cause more problems. Addictions don't help solve the world's problems. Learn to live life on life's own terms, and will be good to go. This will take time. It's a slow process, but everything starts from somewhere. When you accept you have a problem, when you accept you need help, when you accept your responsibilities, you will be in a position to work through your problems and challenges, to deal with your relationship problems, to check your financial situation, to deal with your health issues, and lead life in the right, enjoyable way through facing it and accepting that some things happen and you can't control them, you can't change them. The only person you can change is yourself. And once you realize that, a lot of things will actually fall in place. Have a good day.